Hey everyone, this is Nitro. In this video, I am going to do the Mightiest Knight, if. And the fatal confrontation between Leon and Elwin begins, and the direction of fate starts to reverse. So, the achievement progress is Leon and Laird participate in the battle, Leon defeats Elwin, and less than 2 units are killed. So, clearly I have to equip up Laird. So let's get around to it. Leon has his usual set of gear, but for Laird, why don't I remove the gear from Leticia, which is Elwin's regular set of gear, and move it to Laird. And with this, his power is over 4,000. 2 out of 4 class mastery. 6 stars, and with his talent of Knight's Fate, when initiating combat, with 80% hit points or higher, attack and defense increased by 30%, he should be fine. Skill wise, I think I'll leave it as is, right? Blast, when attacking and unit hit points is above 80%, damage taken is reduced by 30%, right? Assault for healing, or assault for damage, right? And healing prevention, which Elwin has, and then defense break. So this looks like a solid set of equipment for Laird, and yeah, let's begin at this point. So, Mightiest Knight. I didn't expect to end up in this situation. Now it's time for them to witness the strength of the Blue Dragon Knights. Leon, do you really think dark power can bring real peace? Give up. We don't need to fight anymore. Say no more. The Blue Dragon Knights will fight you with dignity. Long live the Blue Dragon Knights! Long live the Rhaegar Empire! Well, that was kind of interesting. Well, so, Leon, Laird. Laird? I have no idea how to actually pronounce that name, I really should look it up. Probably Laird. Anyways. Here we go. So, just 5 enemies to kill. They all have a lot of hit points though. But let's begin and see how this plays out. Alright, so this battle is all about making use of these cavalry generals that you have, because they all have different skills on them. You see, this one has a suicidal charge skill that increases the enemy's damage taken by 50%. Right? This one has smash, or fatal crash, right? Attacks an enemy, dealing 1 times damage, and moves the target to a location 4 blocks away. They lose their mobility. Their mobility is decreased by 2, and it lasts a turn. This one, rout, right? Attacks a single enemy, dealing 1 times damage, pushes target back 2 blocks, and renders them unable to act for 1 turn. This one has roar, right? Dealing 1.3 times damage, dispels 2 buffs and decreases their attack. So, and then it's mirrored on the other side. You have roar, you have the rout skill, you have fatal crash, and you have suicidal charge. So there we go. So the first turn is kind of moving up to get into combat range of the enemies. So Hein has a 3-range thunderstorm, and Jessica has a 3-range tornado. So you need to stay a little bit further back to stay out of their range. And so yeah, let's move up to start. So just grouping up my characters so that they're ready to attack. I'm going to put the cavalry general over here. And then let's bring Leon down. Bring this cavalry general down. And then set up the rest of my characters along here, really. There we go. Alright, And this is the motion that you need on the first turn. For Elwin to move back to guard Leanna, and Leanna to waste her again on Elwin. Right? For example, if Elwin moves up and then guards Hein, it's a little bit more annoying, especially if Leanna moves up to here. But with this motion, it's pretty easy. Alright, so the very first thing I'm going to do is knock back Elwin, sending him out of the fight. Just smashing him back. Don't want to deal with him this turn. Then my goal is to kill Hein. So let's use the suicidal charge skill to increase the damage I deal to Hein. Right, because that skill, that debuff is huge. Increases damage taken by 50%. So now let's send everyone else in to attack Hein and finish him off. Mightiest. Let's hold off on the assault. Just a regular attack should do. Alright, so another attack. And down he goes. So there is one enemy down. Over here, well, I want to kill Cherry. So let's knock her in this direction with Rout and stun her, because Rout does that stunning effect, which is required for you to succeed. So let's now send this Cavalry General in with Suicidal Charge, increasing the damage to Cherry, and hit her with basically everyone else. Right? So let's see. Going to save this Fatal Crash. It only does 1 times damage anyways. So let's hit Cherry with 2 more regular strikes. There we go. Couldn't quite kill her off, but close enough. Alright, I lose 1 cavalry to Jessica. There's nothing I can do about that one. Alright, so what's next? Let's see. I want to Fatal Crash Elwin out of the fight again. So let's plan accordingly. So the character I have to kill is Leanna. So let's start off with, once again, the Suicidal Charge skill, increasing the damage Leanna takes, and then start hammering her with other characters. Leon will participate here and finish off Leanna. There we go. And then I'm going to once again knock Elwin out of the fight. And now I need to kill off Cherry. Just figuring out which skill is best. Why don't I use Roar? You know what? That should be fine. Reduce the amount of damage this Cavalry General takes and kill her off. Perfect. I'm going to use Rout on Jessica. That should stun her. Yep. allowing a few more, allowing another character to attack her, which will not be Laird, but instead be this cavalry general. And just a regular attack will do, because even if I use that suicidal charge skill, no one else can follow up. So there we go. In the meantime, let's move all my characters over. So just like that, right? I now just need Leon to defeat Elwin, and I've lost the one character I can lose, so I can't lose another character. So Elwin is far out of the fight right now, so I can just finish off Jessica very easily. And let's do that. Start off with Suicidal Charge, doubling the damage dealt, and have this cavalry just attack, finishing off Jessica. Just one enemy left now, who needs to fall to Leon. So there's actually a lot of time, right? You have 15 turns to finish him off, so you can spend some time healing up your characters. Why don't I do that? Instead of engaging right now, I'll let all my characters heal up to full before I deal with him. And by moving back as well, I can pull him into grass terrain, which is, you know, I don't have to deal with the forest that way. So just grouping up right now. Letting all these cavalry units heal to full. Because I really don't want to make a mistake in this final part. And I also want Chivalry to be activated once more on Leon. So I'm going to need a bit of time. So just continuing to move back a little. Because until Leon has his chivalry once more, I'm not fighting Elwin. Turn 7. Just about ready. Next turn, chivalry is up. So here we go. Let's start moving around to surround him. Perfect. Well, okay, that wasn't expected. I thought he would go towards the middle of my formation. But that's fine. So let's start off with this cavalry, using route to knock him, I guess, up, closer towards the group, right? Hopefully, or you know what? Let's lock him closer to the group this way. He is invulnerable to route, to the stun effect of route, so that's good to know. Suicidal charge then, to increase the damage he takes. Let's knock him up into my formation, right? With Fatal Crash. And then it's kind of like playing ping pong with him now. Let's roar. trying to fit everyone into attack. I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacks to go, right? If I knock him up, then I can surround him with the remaining characters. So let's knock him up one more time. Let's now have Laird attack, making him unable to heal. And then the remaining 2 strikes. Another suicidal strike, and then chivalry and assault. Oops. And with this, it's done. So really, you didn't even need Laird to participate, to be perfectly honest. But yeah. This is one guaranteed way to get the perfect clear on the Mightiest Knight. Alright, thanks for watching everyone. I hope you found this video useful. And on that note, Nitro out.